my little geeks, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable. This is a new one. Normally I only do Lixian Tries once, because, well, I tried the game out for you guys. I mean, the game was really cool, and you guys loved the video, so I decided to make a new one. So let's begin again, shall we? Okay, so you guys gave me a lot of good tips of things to do, and well, we're just gonna, I don't know if we're going to finish through all the endings. I'll do as many as I can, but hopefully will be a lot of fun. Some people told me to knock on this door 5 times. Hold on.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Okay.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
What?
50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
No, no, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417. Okay. 417, 420. Effort. Come on, effort.
Ooh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. Where's the... Oh, you gotta be kidding me, you son of a bitch. 437, here we go.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Son of a bitch. What was the door? 415? Okay.
Now, back to door number 437.
Son of a bitch. Are you doing this for the measly achievements?
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Okay, the copy machine.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419, 419, 419, 419. I can't.
Yes!
Oh, I can.
This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
He's so excited.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
He's so excited! Damn it, go through the door!
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5!
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Oh, God. Okay, that was one of the, the things you guys told me to do. Thank you. That was amazing. Someone tell me to spell face punch. What the hell? The doors are all weird now. Textures went crazy. I'm going on the left first. Let's do all on the left, then go on the right.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Someone told me if I stayed here, it was actually one of the endings, so... Let me see what happens if I stay in the...
There was nothing here.
Okay.
No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I like the broom closet. Yes, paintings on the wall, I guess everything now.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Yes. This is great.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing?
Yes.
Why?
Because my fans
Please
told
offer
me.
me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Because my fans told me to do it. They said stay in the broom closet until he gets really angry.
There's no choice or anything in here, right?
Yes.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
You did, so it's your fault, really.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh, I'm addicted to drugs and hookers.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
What if I don't? Okay, I don't think anything else is going to happen. Let's keep moving.
Second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee, coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
okay, I can do any
to
worse
his boss's office.
Well, I'm trying to think how many endings does it have to go up the stairs. We'll see. I never went downstairs. I don't know what's downstairs. I have no idea.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door.
We've been to the escape
mind control facility.
But I think there's nothing else on the escape. I think there was just that. So let's go to the mind control facility because there's one thing we can do different here.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Last time I pressed off. Let's see what happens when I press on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Shoot.
How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Oh, go, run,
it's
run!
Your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now.
Oh, God.
Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
Door open.
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
What happened?
I erased them. I
What?
turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
What?
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
Thank you.
Not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
Something will
Why
save
would you
me.
think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do
Yes.
you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown.
Goodbye and play 47.
Will you cling
No.
desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully?
No.
Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke.
Shoot.
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the
No.
moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Ow. I killed Stanley. Oh, God. Okay.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
What? Okay. I have no idea if I'm pretty sure that's all the endings unless there's something I could do with the buttons. I'm pretty sure I could, but I won't be able to figure it out right now. So up there, I'm pretty sure I have everything done. So let's try going down. I've never been down here before.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
I'm going in circles.
Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
They are.
Simply repeating. No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled.
I'm dreaming!
This is all a dream.
This is all a dream.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
I'm not
He thought
crazy.
to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Yes.
So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh my god, that's
Then
insane!
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield.
No.
And it too appeared.
No.
It was so much fun.
Oh
and
my
Stanley
God.
remembered that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Oh no.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Okay.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real.
Oh
I
God,
must
it's
be
getting
real.
it's
I
getting
must
red.
be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
Are you kidding?
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Are you kidding? I don't like that. That's a climbing thing down there. I don't like that. I knew it! Oh, for fuck's sake!